So I was scrolling through Instagram and tell me why, and I see QB Dak Prescott ranked at number 79 of all players in the NFL. This motherfucker went from 16th overall in the 2024 list to 79th overall in the 2025 season. You guys are telling me that Dak Prescott, and I know he was hurt for majority of the season, but he regrets that far. There are 60 players better than Dak Dakota Rain Prescott. Look, I don't want to sound like a dick rider because y'all know I am a Cowboys fan, but this is not biased right now. I'm not being biased right now with y'all. I'm being quite frank, honest with y'all. There is no reason why Dakota Rain Prescott should be number 79 overall in the 2025 season. And I'm looking at the comments here. I would say he doesn't belong here because of his stats last year, but it's the players voting, and Tua made this list too. I'm trusting the people who play against him than what I think. Yeah, what about his stats last year? This motherfucker couldn't even complete the season. Then I go over to ESPN's listing, and they actually ranked not by player but by position. So like player by position, so they set them in different groups. So it was somewhat of a different list. But ESPN made like a top 10 list of all quarterbacks, and I was under the assumption he at least be like top eight. I think he's around the eighth or ninth best QB in the league. And you can sue me for thinking that. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell y'all who they got before this motherfucker Dak. So they got number one Patrick Mahomes. Now that's okay. I'm not gonna trip about that. Patrick Mahomes, I believe, is the best quarterback in the league right now. His last 2 years that we've have seen them play, his QBR has dipped as he's been like around eighth or ninth, I believe, in QBR rating. But overall, if you take into account all the years and all the success and seasons that they've, had due to the fact that they have the best quarterback in the league, I believe, I would say he stays at that number one spot. Josh Allen is also like to me, he's kind of like a 1B, but number two is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the only reason why I think that, people say Patrick Mahomes is better than Josh Allen is because of the fact that, whenever they do go head to head in the playoffs, or, you know what I'm saying, like in any important game, the Chiefs are just going to go out on top. They always make it, out of the AFC, and the Bills just have lacked that ability to make it out of the AFC and make it to the Super Bowl. So for that reason, I believe he is slightly worse than Patrick Mahomes. But I don't know. It depends on whether you believe, team success or overall player talent really matters. Like team success matters into where you put an overall ranking for a player. Now, number three, I disagree completely. Joe Burrow is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He is definitely a top five quarterback, but he is not above Lamar Jackson. There's no reason why he should be. Now, he does make a case for being the most accurate quarterback with a 70.6 completion rating against the backdrop of league high 652 attempts in 2024. But this is the 2024 season we're talking about. So, like, I don't know. I don't understand why, people disrespect Lamar Jackson so bad. Nonetheless, Burrow also became the first player in NFL history with 250 passing yards and three passing touchdowns in 8 straight games. So that's a nice little I guess stat you could say for him, but it's also like a made up fucking stat. Like, okay, who gives a shit, I guess. Like, yeah, good for him. You are a top five QB, but I just don't believe that Lamar should be above or Lamar should be below Joe Burrow in any sense of the fashion. But I'm getting sidetracked. For Lamar Jackson, like I said, I don't think he should be below Joe Burrow. Then they have Jaden McDaniels at number five. Now I know Jaden had a phenomenal rookie season, but number five quarterbacks right now is absolutely insane. He did have the highest or the fourth highest QBR rating last year, but guess what? Yeah, I want y'all to guess something about this man, Jaden McDaniels. I've been calling him Jaden McDaniels this whole time. I mean Daniels. I'm sorry. This motherfucker had the fourth highest QBR rating, the best mark since rookie year of Dak Prescott in 2016. Yes, bro, we are using stats for Dak Prescott to talk about the fifth highest rated or the highest best QB, the fifth best QB right now that we're predicting for the 2025 season. We're using stats of Dak Prescott to prove that. Yet Dak Prescott is nowhere to be seen on this list. How does that make any fucking sense? But Jaden does deserve his props for what he did last year. Now, do I think it's going to happen again? Not necessarily. I think it was kind of like a little Cinderella story. It's nice for the Washington, what are they called, the Commanders, to have some success after having so many unsuccessful seasons. And I'm happy that they got a bright new future with this amazing quarterback that they got. But fifth over, Dak Prescott is absolutely insane. And also above a lot of these QBs that I'm going to talk about in a second, it's kind of like, come on, bro. Like, let's be real. Then we have Matthew Stafford. Yes, I'm not kidding, guys. Matthew Stafford. Now, he did have a decent season, not as good as the season prior to that. But like, I don't really know what to say to this. Like, maybe it's something about Matthew Stafford that I believe he's just ass. Like the way he looks to me. He's also always fucking injured, and that's always an excuse for that motherfucker. But you know, that is pretty ironic considering the fact that I am making this video for Dak Prescott in defense of Dak Prescott. But y'all get what I'm saying. On play action, whatever the fuck that, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he had that third highest QBR in the NFL on play action. Like, okay. And like that's such a specific stat that we're trying to use to make this motherfucker a case for being the sixth overall. Anyways, then number 7 is Justin Herbert. There's no reason why Justin Herbert should be anywhere near a top 10 list. Like I think for my future, I would take CTE Tua before I take Justin Herbert, and that is no hate to Justin Herbert, but he's just not a good player. He's a good quarterback, but you're not winning shit with Justin Herbert if you get what I'm saying. Like unless you have a god tier defense. But I guess a notable stat is his 21,000 career passing yards are the most in NFL history through 5 seasons. So that's pretty nice. But he also doesn't really like throw the ball over too much. I know this video seems like I hate all these guys and I'm just a Cowboys super fan, but when I'm like talking ill about them, like I hope y'all know like I'm joking. I'm not being 100% serious. Yes, these players are good, but do I believe Justin Herbert is top 10, especially over Dak Prescott? No, I just don't. I'm sorry. You can't convince me otherwise. And the only other reason you would think that is because you are a Cowboy hater like everybody else. You either love them or you hate them. Then we have, I don't even want to say this out of my mouth, but we have Jared Goff at number 8. There's no fucking reason why the fuck Jared Goff should be in a top 10 list. I'm sorry. Like, and this one I genuinely mean. Justin Herbert, he probably would be around 8, 9 for me or 10. But Jared Goff, nowhere fucking near this list. I don't understand who was out here making this list, but I hope y'all know, never make a goddamn list again. Please. How about you retire, go do something else, but make a fucking list again. I promise you, there is no reason why you should be making lists for NFL. There is no reason why you should be making any NFL content. There is no reason why you should be allowed to make any sports content at all. You should have your sports content license revoked. You are an absolute fucking idiot. I hope you notice. I don't know who made this list. I'm not going to go and check, but literally revoke their license. I don't ever want to see ESPN make any fucking NFL takes ever again just because of this person that made this list. Never, ever should I see Jared Goff in the top 10 quarterbacks list. Ever. Jared Goff ranks second in NFL in yards per attempt last season, 8.6. But we all know how he made those yards. We all know how he made those yards. And I'm not going to sit here and explain. I'm just going to show you. We all know how Jared Goff made those 8.6 yards per attempt. Anyways, number 9, we have absolute carried himself by his own roster, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts should also not be up here. And we all know why he's up here because of, his recent success in the Super Bowl. But honestly, if there were a team that literally did not need any quarterback that was like competent whatsoever, it would be fucking the Philadelphia Eagles. They have the most stacked roster in the NFL. There is no reason why they should be making it to the Super Bowl every single goddamn year. And it is no thanks to Jalen Hurts. I'm sorry. We know this, bro. We know this. Their claim that Hurts deserves to be on this top 10 list is that he's a Super Bowl winner. Okay. And so is the rest of his squad. That motherfucker barely even should get a ring. He literally didn't do shit but the touch push. And half that shit is the lineman literally pushing this motherfucker to go get the touchdown. He's quote unquote one of the league's most accurate passers. Like, okay. God forbid, bro. Like, I don't even got nothing to say about this motherfucker. There's no reason why he should be on here. He's top 15, maybe. Now, I'm not going to hold y'all. Number 10 is Baker Mayfield. And honestly, I don't have too many opinions about him. Now, I think Baker Mayfield is about the same level as Dak, or maybe Dak's a little bit better. But I do think he deserves to be in this top 10 list because he does have impressive feats. And I don't really see him like ever winning Super Bowls unless they like stack up that defense that they have over there in Bucks. And he doesn't really have any other weapons other than Mike. So I don't really see them winning anything, but I do think he does deserve to be on here because he is a pretty accurate passer and he does throw a lot. We did beat them in the playoffs like 1 or 2 years ago, but I guess we're not going to talk about that. We're just gonna sit here and snub Dak from any other list. Like this is the type of shit that pisses me off, guys. They also have honorable mentions, and I'm just gonna read these out for you. So they got C.J. Stroud. Now C.J. Stroud had a pretty good rookie season, one of the best rookie seasons that I've seen so far. Jordan Love gave us that dick last time we made the playoffs, so I think he is a pretty good quarterback, and he definitely like flourished like out of nowhere. Like he kind of like excelled to the moment, and then now he's kind of just been stagnant. He hasn't reached to the heights, especially after choking after beating us. So I don't know. I think he'll be like a pretty good quarterback, especially years down the line. Now they got this motherfucker on the same level as Aaron Rodgers. Dak Prescott and Aaron Rodgers at the same level, dog. Like there's no reason why. There's no reason, bro. My dog keep barking, bro. Hold on. Let me tell this motherfucker to shut up. I think I just have a knack for liking players that are overly hated. Like, bro, I have a Russell Westbrook jersey hung up, and I also have a Dak Prescott jersey hung up because those players just mean something to me. I don't understand why this motherfucker keeps getting all hated, bro. Why do people genuinely believe that Dak Prescott is not a good player? I understand the injury issues, and I also understand him choking in the playoffs, but I'm not going to hold y'all. I think I only hold like maybe 1 or 2 playoff runs that the Cowboys have had in recent years against Dak Prescott. The other is either management or other players that just do not live up to the hype. Like, what the fuck is Trayvon Diggs doing over here taking all our goddamn money on defense and not doing shit? It's been like, how long since the season that he had like 15 picks? Since he's done shit. And I know he's dealing with his own injury issues, but we sit here and we berate Dak Prescott when there are so many other players that are at fault. And if y'all watch my last video, y'all know how I feel about fucking Jerry Jones. Y'all know how I feel about that motherfucker. And y'all know full-heartedly that it is not Dak Prescott's fault for all the hardships and all the shits that we going through, bro, as a Cowboys fan. Why do we sit here and blame this motherfucker, bro? Because I'm not gonna lie, we could have Patrick Mahomes and we probably still wouldn't make it to the goddamn fucking Super Bowl. He's currently 8th in NFL history for career passer rating, and he also ranks 7th all time in completion percentage with at least 1,500 pass attempts. If you look at the year before the year that he got hurt in 2023, because people are talking about his 2024 season, knowing that he got hurt. Yes, he had 11 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Yes, he had pretty bad games, but then he immediately got hurt. If you look at the year before that, he had 36 touchdowns compared to 9 interceptions with 105.9 QB rating and 69.5 completion rating. And this is the guy that we're sitting here and hating on. We're sitting here and hating on the guy that lost his mother and his brother in very short amount of time. We're sitting here and hating on this motherfucker that does countless for the community in Dallas and countless for millions of people around the world. This man, Dak Prescott, is not a perfect person. He is not a perfect QB, but he definitely is a competent QB, and he is a top 10 quarterback. And when I tell y'all are going to see what's going to happen next year when he has a full healthy season, I'm telling y'all motherfuckers, it's not going to end up good for y'all, bro. And I swear to God, if I hear another motherfucker hate on this motherfucker, he's going to destroy y'all team. And he does that shit countless time after time, bro. Now, all we need is a little playoff success. That's all I'm asking for. Please, I'm on my knees right now. Please give us some playoff success. That's all I'm asking you, Dak. I'm making a video dedicated to you. So it's your turn now, buddy. Come on. But I'll see you guys later. Now, I know the mic was fucked up earlier, but, you know what I'm saying? Just ignore that shit. I'm going to get it sorted. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. And Twin Beans out. Bye-bye.